Hello there, my name's Card. I'm a long-time progressive community organiser and activist. And today, I just want to briefly talk about a relatively obscure reactionary dog whistle that's been around for a few years now, as well as what it really means and who's using it. For those who might not know, in politics, a dog whistle is a word, a phrase, or a symbol which seems perfectly innocent and innocuous to most people, but which really communicates a more sinister hidden message to those in the know. There'll also be a playlist of videos of mine, linked at the top of the description, which goes into detail about all sorts of reactionary dog whistles and how to spot them. Today specifically, I wanted to talk about the emerging alt-right meme centered around toilet paper and how it's becoming a contemporary reactionary signal, particularly in online spaces. To put it simply, online reactionaries know that overt neo-Nazism and fascism apologia is likely to get noticed by normal people online. Then they'd most likely be blocked and banned from most platforms. So, to subvert a lot of automatic word filters and the like, as well as to give themselves a little bit of plausible deniability if they ever get called out, a lot of online alt-righters are now using an obtuse metaphor involving toilet paper as a stand-in for their fascistic beliefs. What online reactionaries are starting to do nowadays to covertly signal their beliefs towards one another without normal people catching on is to post an image of 3 partially used toilet paper rolls, where one of the rolls is either off to the side of the other 2, or only one is noticeably less used up. Other neo-Nazi types who see this will recognize the visual reference, which has come to be understood as a nod to third positionism, the ideological theory behind a lot of 20th century European fascism. In reactionary iconography, typically the 2 smaller, more depleted rolls are understood to represent capitalism and communism, and the lone third roll represents fascism waiting in the wings. At the moment, this isn't an already well-established signal the online far-right have been using for years. At the moment, it's still mainly just a small thing that knowledge about has only recently started to leak out of closed reactionary messaging groups, and it's only now, in early to mid-2024, in the phase of its life cycle as a meme, where it's starting to appear on image board websites like 4chan. Additionally, on sites like those, anonymous users who are in on the image's meaning will often further the joke by contributing to a lot of the emerging reactionary humour surrounding the use of toilet paper as a symbol. To that end, you see image board users do things like post a picture of toilet paper while asking the other users if they recommend any particular brands if they're looking for something super soft, playing off the initials SS in this case, for example. Should the typical pattern of these sorts of things spread hold, this will likely be on more mainstream websites like Twitter and Reddit within 1 to 2 years. It's not exactly subtle once you know what it means, but it's just one of the many common ways that online reactionaries will make their symbolism very obtuse to avoid detection. So, if in the coming months and years you start to see people online referencing and posting pictures of toilet paper, all apropos of nothing, now you might just know why. As with any dog whistle or obtuse reactionary internet term, it does help to be able to spot these sorts of things so you can suss out a situation online properly and figure out whether or not someone might be trying to sneakily post neo-Nazi content. And you can only figure the situation out properly if you know what these sorts of terms and bits of iconography mean. So, for the sake of keeping your online spaces free of potential troublemakers and people with less than good intentions, it doesn't hurt to be able to recognize this sort of thing. That's all I have to say today. I hope it helps. Once again, my name's Card. If you might want to hear more from me, especially more about emerging or obscure reactionary dog whistles and how to spot them, feel free to subscribe to this YouTube page, or just take a look at my other videos. Either way, goodbye for now, and stay safe out there.